What's up, everyone? It's Matt with the IDP Guys here to tell you my top 5 takeaways from an IDP perspective of Week 4 of the NFL season. Before we get into those takeaways, be sure to like and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss a single thing that we put out here the rest of this year. Let's get to those takeaways. Takeaway number 1. Let's start down in Carolina. Frankie Luvu is having himself one heck of a season so far this year. His last game had 11 combined tackles. One of those was for a loss. He had a nice splash play of an interception. He played 92% of the defensive snaps, and he's currently leading the team on the year for tackles. If somehow he's available on waivers, go pick him up. Otherwise, be starting him with confidence. We didn't know who was going to lead the team in tackles. We thought it'd be one of those defensive backs, but it's Frankie Luvu, and I don't see that stopping anytime soon. Takeaway number 2, we don't often get consistent play from edge rushers, but when you get it, we have to celebrate it. Max Crosby had one heck of a game this last week. 4 combined tackles, all of them were for a loss. 2 sacks, he played 96% of defensive snaps. This is 3 straight games for him now. With the sacks, you're getting that consistency that you don't normally get from a defensive line player if you're playing in leagues that call him a defensive lineman. Keep starting him with confidence, enjoy the ride. Enjoy having Max Crosby. Takeaway number 3, the linebacker you want in Denver is Josie Jewell. He had 14 combined tackles this game. More importantly, he played 100% of defensive snaps. Last week, he played 95% of defensive snaps. Week 1 and 2, he missed due to injury, so there's a real chance someone dropped him or he's just happened to be available in your league. Go get him, especially with those amount of defensive snaps played. He's going to be in position to get a lot of points for you, especially in tackle-heavy leagues. Go and get him. Otherwise, be starting him because he's going to be crushing it week in and week out. Takeaway number 4. The Hard Knocks darling in Malcolm Rodriguez can finally be trusted in your starting lineup as an LB2, LB3. This game he had 10 combined tackles, 1 QB hit, 1 tackle for a loss. But most importantly, we always talk about percentage of defensive snaps played. He played 79% of defensive snaps, which is the highest that he's had all year. If he's getting that kind of consistent play time and he's putting up these types of numbers, he can be your LB2, LB3. You can put him in there, especially in those deeper leagues, and enjoy those results. And finally, takeaway number 5, Tariq Woolen out of Seattle is putting up a pretty good argument for you to start streaming him at the cornerback position. This last game, he had 5 combined tackles. He had an interception that he returned for a touchdown. Look, we love those splash plays, and this is the second straight week that he's gotten an interception, but it's really about the floor of tackles. How do you get tackles? You're on the field. The last 3 weeks, he's played 95% or more of defensive snaps for the Seahawks. Sure, we love the splash plays. We love the floor of tackles. Check out his numbers from the last few games. If you're in a league where you have to start a cornerback, you could do far worse than starting Tariq Woolen. There you have it, my top 5 takeaways from Week 4 of the NFL season from an IDP perspective. If you like this kind of content, head on over to idpguys.org to read all of my articles and all of my coworkers' articles each and every week to help you win your league. I'm Matt, I work for IDP Guys, and we'll see you next week.